Hello everyone, welcome back to my show. Today I'm going to be teaching you about the 8 parts of speech. Okay, today we are going to learn about the 8 parts of speech. So welcome. We're going to learn everything in detail about the 8 parts of speech. So now let's look at all the 8 parts of speech. The 8 parts of speech are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So now let's first learn about noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. For example, Ram took the dog home in his car. So here, Ram is the person, home is the place, dog is the animal, and car is the thing. And they all are names of things, and they all are nouns. Now let us learn about pronouns. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. For example, I gave you the candy all by myself. So I can be someone's name, you can be someone else, and myself will be the same speaker's name, and you will be the listener. So here I, you, and myself are the pronouns. They're used in place of nouns. Now let's learn about verbs. A verb is used to say what a person or thing does, what a person or thing is, or what a person or thing has. It is used to show doing or being or what something is possessing. It is also known as an action word. For example, Sam won a prize for doing very well in his exam. He has a good memory and he is very sharp. So here we can see 3 verbs, and the verbs are won, has, and is. So here are some more verbs, which are slept, was happy, and worked. Now let's look at adverb. So adverb and adjective are very confusing, but don't worry, I'll explain it to you. So now first let's look at them and what they are. An adverb is a word that adds meaning to a verb, or you can say that it describes a verb. So now let's look at an example. The lion roared angrily. So here we could have just kept it as the lion roared, and roared is the verb. So the lion roared angrily. When you put angrily there, it tells how the lion roared, and that is describing road, and road is a verb. So whatever describes a verb is called an adverb. So now let's look at an adjective. An adjective tells what kind, how many, or how much, what color, etc. It tells how a person, place, animal, or thing is. It also is known as a describing word. So here it describes nouns and pronouns. But we can see that in adverb it describes verbs. So I'll tell you the difference in some time. So now let's look at an example for adjectives. The kind man fed the hungry children. So here the kind man. So kind describes the man, and man is a noun, and hungry describes the children, and children is also a noun. So hungry and kind are both adjectives. So we can see that here they are describing nouns, and adverbs describe verbs. They never describe nouns. So now I hope you understood the difference between adjective and adverb. If you didn't, you can rewind this video and you can hear it again. It is very simple to understand. Now let us move on to conjunctions, also known as the The joining word. A conjunction is used to join words, groups of words, or sentences. It is also known as joining word. It can also come at the start of a sentence. Let's see an example. Aaron got good marks, but Ruth got very less marks. So we can see two sentences over here joined by conjunction, that is but. So two sentences are first sentence is Aaron got good marks, and the second sentence is Ruth got very less marks. And these two sentences are joined by but. So now let's read the sentence when it's joined again. Aaron got good marks, but Ruth got very less marks. Here, but is the conjunction. Here are some more conjunctions: and, or, until, that, although, etc. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake in very, but please ignore it. So now, preposition. A preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or pronoun and some other words in a sentence. For example, Ruth put the books on the table. So here is showing the relationship between the books and the table, and because the book is kept on the table, they became related. So on tells how they are related. If it was kept under the table, then it would be related with by keeping it under the table. So here on is the preposition. Here are some more examples: near, to, by, in, of, and with. Now let us go to the final part of speech, an interjection. An interjection. When I first heard of it, I thought of something which is really hard to do. But when I learned about it, it was just the word with the exclamatory mark. So it was very easy, and I'm sure you'll find it easy too. So it expresses some sudden feeling. So now let's look at an example. The earthquake destroyed the whole city. Here, is the interjection. So when you see a lion in your house, or maybe when you see a snake in your house, you might tell, there's a snake. So here it's a sudden feeling. So there will be the interjection. You can also take hooray. So hooray is also a sudden feeling, like when someone wins something, they tell hooray. So now we look at a sentence with all the 8 parts of speech. Now this is exciting. Now let's read the sentence. The blind beggar fell into a deep ditch and was hurt badly. So here the noun is beggar and ditch. Pronoun is he. So he refers to the beggar, that is the noun, and the verb is fell and was hurt. And here the adverb is badly, and badly describes how he was hurt. And then adjective describes the noun and the pronoun. So here the blind beggar, so it describes how the beggar is, and then it describes how the ditch is. And then we go to preposition. The preposition in this sentence is into. So here the blind beggar goes into the ditch, so it has a relationship between the ditch and the beggar. So because he fell into the ditch, he got related to it, and they told that fell into the ditch. And now let's move to conjunction. So we can see two sentences in this big sentence, and it is joined together by and, that is a conjunction. So let me read the two sentences to you. The blind beggar fell into the deep ditch. And the second sentence is was hurt badly. So these two sentences join together are joined together using and. So let me read the whole sentence. With and, which is a conjunction, the joining word. The blind beggar fell into a deep ditch and was hurt badly. The noun, the conjunction is and. So, and has joined these two sentences like we learned. Now, the interjection. The interjection is over here because it will be a sudden feeling if you see someone, especially a blind beggar, fall into a deep ditch. It will be really surprising. So that's why is the interjection over here. I hope you enjoyed all the 8 parts of speech. And if you didn't understand anything, you can go back in the video and see it again. Okay everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want this presentation, the link of the presentation is there in the description box below. Okay, bye everyone, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.